Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. So we've all been talking about this situation that Donald Trump supposedly did all these things with different women. And I warned you guys when they got rid of Franken, they started touting Gillibrand, and she's going to be the next savior of women when she's been seen with every lecherous leftist on the planet taking money, for her campaigns, doing, as Donald Trump would say, just about anything to get a donation. And you could just see it. And what's happened is the left, they can't even disguise their trickery anymore. You can call their plays. Maybe I'm just getting good at it, or you're getting good at it, or we're all getting better at it. Who knows? But we can see it a mile away. And so, this media story, we're like, fake news, moving on. And they can't stand it. But now we start to uncover all the details behind it. We know that they're setting these women up. And I got to tell you, trying to set these women up as being, all the virtuous women that they were. And we find out one was, Donald Trump was staring at her when she was naked under her robe. And we had one of the pageant directors who came out with an impassioned plea that says, I've been around, Donald Trump in many of these pageants, and he is nothing but respectful to the women. Not a single one of them ever came up to me. She's the one that the girls bring their problems to. There's not a single one. So every instance, it's been debunked. It's the same thing with Roy Moore. I don't care what you think about Roy Moore as a person or whatever. These are allegations of 35, 40 years. I've talked to many women, and they go, I completely dismiss it because you've gotten smarter. You know how the media works. And we know that the left are nothing but scoundrels. That's what they are. Scumbags. And they get mad at us for pointing these things out. But in the first segment of the program today, I told you every situation where you could go. When you get it all together, when somebody explains all the different things that have been done, the lies, the scandalous activities, you're sitting there literally left holding your breath going, wow. Like, what? What we've witnessed they wanted to tear down Trump. And I got to tell you, if there's anything that I respect about Donald Trump, is that he said, I don't care. You say what you want to say, whatever. The people want this. And whatever it was that made him tap into saying the right thing at the right time, or I don't know, the nexus that occurred in us that said we're no longer going to trust the media. Whatever happened, the godly intervention, I welcome it, because I'm thrilled that Donald Trump said you can take my tape with Billy Bush and blow it out of context and try to pretend that I'm a rapist of women, or that I grab women by the vaginas, but people know. It's funny because I still get asked the question, Kevin, do you think he meant that like he was, making up like what I could do, or he did? And I'm like, are you serious? It's like Donald Trump saying, I could have taken a woman and stripped her bra off, like ripped her clothes off in front of the cameras, and she would have just laughed it off like we had planned it. If he had said something like that, it wasn't something he'd done. It was something he was trying to give Billy Bush an example of. Man, what do you want me to tell you about these groupies? They're willing to do this. I mean, whatever. And he certainly knows it. And you know what? The public went, he's exactly right. So I look at these types of stories in the backdrop of just talking about this guy that said, I am the problem, this supersize me filmmaker, trying to push this off onto men. We're the problem. So what do we find out? We find out that this scumbag leftist lawyer actually looked for donors to pay for these fake accusers. She promised these people money. And then she had to deliver. That what they were hoping is that they get a settlement or whatever. There is an actual business of accusing people of things that are fake. I've gone through some of them from a personal perspective. I'm talking about what I told about my sister and her girlfriend saying, can I borrow your pregnancy test so she could go extort 3 guys that she's having sex with out of abortion money? You want to make a quick $1,000? Go tell the 3 guys you're sleeping with you got to get an abortion because you're pregnant. They're going to fork it over. Most Americans are not even surprised to learn that these prominent Democrats, folks, political people that are supposed to be virtuous, they're colluding to taint Donald Trump. And they were moderately successful, except for the fact that Donald Trump doesn't give a crap about their unfounded allegations. And this is the reason why he sits in the White House, because most of the people that we know could not have withstood the onslaught of the press and the pressure that they would put onto you and just bringing out bimbo after bimbo after bimbo. His Trump card, pardon the pun, is the fact that he's a good-looking billionaire. It made it very difficult for people to believe that a guy, when I say good looking, I'm saying it was a matter of perspective, but you can't say Trump was ugly. And I guarantee you, the dude's dressed nice. It doesn't take much to make you pretty, to make you handsome. You know what I'm saying? So the simple strategy was to accuse Trump of womanizing with one woman. And then they'd slowly add to the number. Oh, no, now it's 3. Oh my goodness, now it's 6. And the last number I heard, I don't know if you guys heard this one. What'd you hear? Yeah, I heard 19. Yeah, 19. So the 19 women Trump's past are going to say this good-looking billionaire needs to resort to coercion in order to get women. But that was the plan. And all the left needed were the women. But unfortunately for them, they didn't exist. Somebody concocted this evil plan and went, we can take a woman and accuse Donald Trump of being a womanizer. And then we'll add to it. And there'll be 3. And then there'll be 6. And then there'll be 19. And somebody goes, well, do we have these women, sir? Sire. And the guy goes, well, no. And he goes, but we'll get them. I want you to just think about the devious nature of this plan. So the one they rolled out was Donald Trump's old girlfriend, and she's like, no, I had it was a great relationship. I watched her interview and she goes, they lied. The New York Times actually cut my interview and they lied. It was like, whoa. Now I knew they were liars, so it wasn't like that was a shock anymore, but she called them out. So the women didn't exist, but hey, don't let reality get in the way of their evil plot. So according to The Hill, Democrats put a comp package together. Well-known women's rights lawyers sought to arrange compensation for donors and tabloid media outlets for women who made or consider making sexual misconduct allegations against Donald Trump during the final months of the 2016 campaign. Now, while the left is out there hunting for Russians and interference in the campaign, you have people orchestrating to go against Donald Trump and to say, I'm going to gather up these women, central casting. We need beautiful women, women who've maintained their beauty. Not even in some cases they didn't. A couple of them were pretty ugly. Over this period of time where you've had any potential interaction with Donald Trump, if you got pictures, even better. And we need you to accuse him. One woman said, well, he was with Melania. He put his hand on my butt. And I'm going, really? So dude's dating a billionaire playboy, dates supermodel. And during a photo op, which included his fiancée, the supermodel, he's going to put his hand on your commoner butt. Not when he's got Melania's rock hard booty. It ain't going to happen, baby. So people get it. So anyway, this Lisa Bloom was offering to sell alleged victim stories to TV outlets in return for commission for herself, arranging for a donor to pay off these Trump accusers' mortgages, 6-figure payouts. And these women declined to come forward, even though some were offered as much as $750,000. Do you think that CNN and MSNBC are going to report on this story and say, you know what, Donald Trump, we owe you an apology? This is the type of thing that dirties up, sullies up politics, and it never should have happened to you. Do you think that Clinton, she got her butt kicked, but who cares? But do you think she would ever apologize to Donald Trump? The women's accounts were chronicled, they said, in contemporaneous contractual documents, emails, text messages that were reviewed by The Hill, including an exchange of texts between one woman and Bloom that suggested political action committees supporting Hillary Clinton were contacted during the effort. This is an orchestrated attack job on a presidential candidate. People should be going to prison over this, but you can bet nothing will happen. Now, Bloom has assisted dozens of women in these sexual harassment cases. She's defended she was the person actually defending Weinstein, believe it or not. And that's because he's a prominent Democrat donating to Clintons.
Kevin Jackson
on the Black Sphere Radio Network.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.